Hey people, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is approaching towards 2:30 p.m. here. It's a winter day. Winter is starting. Yesterday I went to a spot where I did an outdoor shoot. Many of you liked it. It was with my brother Shafi Bhai. Shrikat Bhai is one of our admins in the group, Fragcomm Bangladesh, and he is a reviewer. So you guys liked his brutal reviews because, like so many of you say, I am too, you know, uh, how to say nice or kind to fragrances. So I try to give you a little bit different perspective. So upcoming Friday on 13th, Friday the 13th, we have a picnic sort of. So there we'll also try to shoot and some videos and some other reviewers, other members take on certain fragrances. Hopefully you like that. And I really wish to go out sometimes, in the nature, but it's very difficult with all the jam here and the traffic jam and people hassle. So today I have a fragrance review initial impression on a brand new fragrance which is kind of hyped in the market right now called 9PM Rebel by Afnan. And this fragrance, we'll talk about it. I recently got this. I got to test drive it. I'm wearing this on my hand, and I thought initially it's of something DNA, but upon initial wearing, and then the following day, I kind of see different things. Okay, so I saw few reviews. Let's see what she get. So this is actually first thing I'll tell you. It's a concerning thing or alarming thing that Middle Eastern perfumes are getting very expensive. Very expensive. We'll talk about it. But anyway, here's the presentation. I sort of, out of wind of excitement, I take the paper cutter, try to cut off the bubble wrap so I did damage the box a little bit, but it's just a scratch. So nice red. This 9 is in red, and this is kind of like a gray kind of a color. And these presentations are quite nice. When you take it out, this where the bottle stays, very colorful inside. Americans, they like to say Afnan, okay? And this is a nice presentation from Middle East. The price is going to be insane when I tell you. This one I did not know. I ordered it, then I asked the price. So I was like, okay, so this thing, how much do you think this is going to cost? Okay, if you do not know by now. Okay, let me show you the original, which was after 9 p.m. It came out around $35, $40 tops, right? And it stays within that $40. So it was already, we fell a little bit higher than other because Afnan is a little bit higher up quality. But then they released 9 a.m. Dive and few of female ones. Those were $35 also. But this new one, to my surprise, is 65 bucks in Bangladesh. And it came out like that expensive in Dubai. And they say you, most probably what I heard is they don't really give you one or two. The sellers cannot get one or two pieces. You have to buy like a whole box. Means, yeah, that's how they're following the policy. So many of the Middle Eastern perfumes are getting expensive. We'll see if they match the quality. This is the bottle, and I really like this bottle. I will not lie. This is the same bottle as 9 p.m. Okay, but it's in red and makes so much difference. Okay, it looks so much alluring. It does give me the feel of Baccarat Rouge X-ray bottle, and I thought initially that's what this is gonna be. It has a very good quality glass, very solid glass. This feels like a tank, and the juice color is not red. It's just the bottle, and this is like a crystal ball. This is all metal, very heavy, and this clicks into place, satisfying sound. Okay, this is the batch code and all that is down there. These are, I think, made in recent years, 2024. So when I got this, let me show you the sprayer. The dry down is there. So yeah, I spray here. Good sprayer, good atomizer. So inside is also red. So when I got this, most probably, I don't know for what reason, I had the information or something like this is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. And people told me, they asked me like, is this a Baccarat Rouge dupe? I totally blind bought this. I didn't know what to expect. Of course, I thought it's a new perfume, so I can do content and people will watch it. It'll get some views. That's the initial thought process. I asked one of our sellers who brought this in, Bangladesh Perfume Center. I asked Masood Bhai, the owner, that brother, I saw the post. I thought it's going to get sold out. So immediately I said, without asking the price, I said, can you send it to me? He said, sure, tomorrow morning I will send it. And then after I confirm, I asked, how much is it? I thought highest is going to be like $40, $45. To my surprise, it was 65 and everybody was shocked. But it's not the fault of the seller because from Dubai itself, it is expensive. This is released more expensive than any other. So $65, it is designer price and more. Okay. Juice amount is 100 ml EDP, all good. And this is supposed to be a Baccarat Rouge dupe. And then when I heard it, I was like, maybe I spent too much money because I already have Instant Crush, Al Haramain, the Ruby edition, and a lot more. There are a lot of Baccarat Rouge dupes in the market, which are good. They are very affordable ones as well. But then when I sprayed it, when I got it, I felt like for some reason PDM Kalan, PDM Kalan is Parfum de Marly Kalan, and I felt like okay, that's different than Baccarat Rouge. It's not the same. It's more masculine, less unisex, more balanced, and I really liked it minus the spices. There's definitely I detected for some reason I detected blood orange. That's what I felt like. Oh, it's a Kalan sort of a vibe, and the dry down has a little bit of Baccarat Rouge on it. But when I posted in my group, Fragcomm Bangladesh, one of the brothers, brother Mashrur Jamil, he said, this reminds me of Qaed Al Fursan, Aventus Absolute, like that, and mix of something else, I'm like, that was like, I just wore it once and I forgot it, right? So I resprayed again. That was the second time I wore this. And I feel like, oh, okay, now I'm getting some sort of pineapple sort of like a moss, vanillic, like how Nishane Hachivat is sort of, like this fruity aspect. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I started seeing it, what he meant. It's like a creamy, fruity, vanillic, pineapple dessert sort of like, it's like not so thick, but it's not so transparent, or somewhere in between. And I felt a little more disappointed, like, because if it was a Baccarat Rouge dupe, I would be disappointed. If it is Aventus Absolute, I would be disappointed a bit more. Reason being, there are already a lot of dupes of that in the market already. If you already bought Precio by Armaf, the Club de Nuit one, and then there was the Hachivat Black, no, not Hachivat Black, Hawas Black. These are all sort of like, these inspire like Aventus, Hachivat, Aventus Absolute within this zone. So when I sprayed it again today, just for the review sake, the dry down, it actually sort of leans there. But again, that Qaed Al Fursan, I think Mashroor Bhai is spot on, like it reminds me of that, which is a much cheaper alternative to this, like if you get this or that, there are differences for sure. Qaed Al Fursan is like 20 something dollars, not very expensive, and this three times more or more. So is it worth having this? We'll go to that. Longevity from this, I got decent. It's a new release, so it didn't get time to macerate. So I would say for the new release, it's not as strong as Hawas Black, initial impression, but initially it projects nicely, but not to the point of Kalan or Baccarat Rouge, any of the loud perfumes. So this is more like a strong, like I would say overall performer, everything is 8. Projection, longevity, 8. Solid, but it can get better in time. But sometimes you may feel, it can be 7 out of 10 as well. So two different skin, different vibes. But the bottle, the way this red looks, the way this promise, I think this fragrance is not what you'd expect. Even if it was a Baccarat Rouge Extrait, meets Calans, meets Aventus Absolute, they all have these vibe in this one perfume, but still it feels familiar. And paying that price, it is expensive. I cannot, if I said this is something I recommend you to go and buy at full retail, I would say I am not being fair. This is not worthy of the price point. I'm sorry to say, I mean, some of the sellers of the company may mind it, but I cannot uh, give you something else. This is worth not more than $40, in my humble opinion. That's what it feels like. Quality is good, but not $65 good. If you ask me, Baccarat Rouge dupe, we have similar looking beautiful red bottles, Al Haramain Ruby Edition, 200 ml. That is definitely like 80, $90, but that's a real like a head turner, beast mode, and Al Haramain, the bottle presentation, everything. This is good, but 9 p.m. is not worth $65, okay? Any of the line, no matter how expensive they get, how exotic they get, unless they provide something very unique or something like with a saffron note, or it will be a head turning effect. Hawas Black is that head turning effect. Even though it was familiar, it has good push. Price point is okay, and altogether I'm very satisfied with Hawas Black. This I am okay with it. As a reviewer, I am going to review this, I'm going to get views, that way is okay. But if you're going to buy this, I think try it in a shop, then you decide for yourself. That's the best test. I will not say this is a pass, this is a buy, or anything like that. But I do not actually see the like justification behind the price point. This is what's bothering me. Yes, 100 mil, yes, good performer, yes, smells nice. And when I spray, the open initial blast is quite nice. I do get, for some reason, I still get that that PDM Kalan vibe, but it's way less spicy. Okay, so this is a nice little perfume. Make no mistake, I'm not saying this is a bad fragrance. This is a good fragrance, but it's the excitement, is the factor of excitement, the X factor, it's missing in this one. Second thing is the price point is too high. Third thing is Perhaps this fragrance is not for everybody, because this is like those fruity vibes. This is not for everybody. This is not a super like, if you wear Aventus Absolute, that is a better fragrance than this. That one has something in it that feels like you can wear it in a boardroom meeting with a suit and tie. This one is too casual in my for my liking. So I think you wait for, if they reduce the price 40 $45, it's a good solid buy. But $65 is too expensive for it. It's just unbelievable, because I heard the price point later and I paid, right? So the price point brings down like a couple of notches. I was going to give this fragrance for what this is, a 7.5, but for the price point, if you buy the $65, this is a 6 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. But on its own, it's a 7.5 out of 10 fragrance. Okay, so yeah, you get all that feel good performance. If you don't have Hawas Black, Precio, if you don't have Aventus Absolute, if you don't have any of these sort of like pineapple inspired perfumes, you can get this. But again, you can get Qaid Al Fursan, you can get, there's one more Rave now, those they do almost the same thing as this, but this is not exactly like those. This is better quality than that. The ingredients used in it does not smell that synthetic, it's smooth. But that price point, mm-mm, mm-mm. Price point, for price point, it's zero. I do not think this is Middle Eastern companies are now claiming designer prices, very alarming. Very soon they will start losing, I would say, popularity, because they were giving like very good bang for buck. Paris Corner, I was gonna say Paris Hilton, no, Paris Corner, talk about Latafa, Fragrance World, they were giving 20 something dollars. We would buy it like blind, like, oh, it's okay, it's so cheap, we can get 4 5. Now you cannot get 4 5. If you get 4 5, you get a niche perfume. So yeah, I don't know. You guys, if you know, do let me know if the production cost increase or just targeting too much profit. I don't know. I mean, I don't like it. Okay, so that policy I don't like. If it is exceptional quality, something unique, and the performance is through the roofs, yeah, this is not through the roofs. This is, as I told you, like 7.5 to 8 performance. Projection is like around 7, right? So check it out. 9 p.m. Rebel. I like the name, like the bottle, like the smell, like the performance as well, somewhat, but not anything exciting in my humble opinion. Yeah, 6.5 or 6 around that for the time being. If the price go less, 7, 7.5. Take care. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.